Hello, welcome to Touch My Arts. I'm D, or some of you may know me better as D Does AI over on Discord. I'm going to try and go through my full workflow because there's a lot of interest in the Lithophanes I do. Now the one's on screen at the moment, this is just something I'm working on. I'll get into how I do these in another video. I'm going to chuck some images up on the screen now so you can see kind of what the potential is with this simple little prompt that you can see on screen here now with just a couple of details changed. What we're going to do, where this little cursor's flashing, we are going to just pop in there Alice in Wonderland talking to the caterpillar. Just here before the comma we are going to put, I think we'll go for top hat, and literally we can just click the generate. Now while that's generating, quite often before I even come in here to LeonardoAi to generate the images, what I'll quite often do is come to Discord, and here on the LeonardoAi Discord server there are daily challenges and official challenges, and it's worth having a scroll through here because a lot of the themes match up well with Hueforge's, and a lot of the people posting in these will, you know, post images look great for inspiration. So it's a good one-stop shop here, and if not here then the Hueforge Discord server and show off prints, and 3D Prints by Vic has a Discord server as well. Well worth going and checking that one out. Excellent. As you can see, we've got 4 nice choices here. I did use the ChatGPT Image 2 model, but on LeonardoAi it's kind of a one-stop shop for models, so you can go on here and have a look for your favourite if you've got one. It might not be on there, but you never know. It can be a little bit strict with intellectual properties, so if that's the case I do tend to drop down to Nano Banana 2 there. And as you can see, I've got it all on low settings with a 1:1 ratio on 4 images at a time. It's only cost me 30 tokens. So now what I'll do here, have a quick look, see which one I like the most. If I don't like any of them, you know, there's always the option to regenerate. I think I do actually like this first one here, so let's have a bit of a closer look at it. Yeah, there's no massive inconsistencies here. What I did notice on some of the other ones were the tube for the hookah wasn't quite right, so this one I think works. You can see a couple little arms poking out there and it's done. So for this one I'm happy, so I'll download, and then we're jumping over to Canva. You can use, I think Photop is a free website that allows you to remove backgrounds and stuff, but I've got Canva, so you know, why not use it. So we'll grab that image there, just drag it in here, click on that, open in editor, and we'll do a very quick upscale. Nice. We'll remove the background, we'll bring this down a little bit. Actually we can make that a little bit bigger. Let's, sorry for the heavy breathing, I do apologise. There we go, that's centered there. So we've got that centered because what I do is I'm designing something that can be, you know, hung on a mirror, on a window, something like that. So I need to come up to elements, and my most popular element is this one here, and we'll go up, we'll change this to black. I'll shrink this down quite considerably. Click away so I can grab it, bring it up to the top here. Now I'll zoom in, drop this down a little bit more, bring that in, boom. And as you can see, I've now got a nice loop that can have a bit of ribbon put through it and a sticky cup. So we'll download there, we'll chuck the file size right up, we'll go for transparent background and download. Give that a second. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Okay, so now we're over in Hueforge. We've got pretty much everything done there, so we need to get that image that I've just turned. Oh no, not documents, we need that one there. So we'll grab that, just bring that over here onto the Hueforge screen. Now I've got this set up like this because I was basically just printing in 4 colours most of the time, but nowadays I do print in 7. Now I do print in PETG, but these will work in PLA. Just don't put them in the window on a sunny day because it will melt, from what I've been told anyway. I've never printed with PLA, I've only ever printed anything with PETG, so I have no experience with PLA. Anyway, we'll grab the quick colours. Anycubic's a good choice for me there, and then we go for, actually, have I got, no, I haven't got any Anycubic yellow left, I've used it all, so we're on to the Sunlu yellow. Bring that one down. Well, I've got some Anycubic orange left. Oh, I probably should have just left the orange there. And then we'll grab a red, and this is where you can make a choice. You don't really need the orange, because with the yellow and the red mixing you will get an orange, but it's a very much darker orange. And then we go for purple, and we'll just make sure that one's definitely the right blue. Yeah, we definitely want that one up there. And I use the Sunlu black even when I've got Anycubic black, because as you can see with because these are the correct hex codes on the screen here, this is more of a kind of grey black, if anything. It's the same TD, so it doesn't really matter, but this one just gives a much crisper black. So we've got all the colours in the colour course, and now it's just a matter of getting into preference with this. Yeah, 12 there, because then we got that, just that little bit of white coming through there. I think we can knock that down a little bit, knock that down a little bit, knock that down a little bit, knock that down a little bit. Yes, and then we get the nice dark blues coming into the smoke there. Yeah, unfortunately taking that one down, but that's the good thing about the blacks as well. It only takes one layer to fully saturate. Right, okay, actually before we go, sorry, there's a couple things I've just messed up, so I've had to come back. I want to change the size down to 200 just to save the print time, and they actually make, I think, slightly smarter prints being a little bit smaller. I used to go for large just for large sake, but now I do prefer the 200 by 200. So we'll give that one a name. Alice Loop 2, because I've already tried to do it once. 7C. Okay, and now we'll jump over to the Anycubic slicer. And here we come up to File, Import. And we want that number 2 one. And as you can see, it sits nicely in the plate there, so we'll slice the plate, and as if by magic, there it is. So now we've got to come over to this bar on the side here to get the filaments on the correct layers. So change filament, doing white for the bottom one. I can never remember the numbers, so I jump back between Hueforge and my slicer just to get the numbers. So 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And up to 27 for that last layer. I like to bring the bar back down, you don't really need to, and then hit slice again, and I'll be back momentarily. As you can see, the total time here is 5 hours 9 minutes. Now that is unacceptable. So what we're going to do here is quickly go to prepare, and we're going to right click on the model there, and we're going to add a height range modifier, and we're going to left click that. And we're going to change this number here to 0.8, and this one down here to 0.2. I think you can do 0.24 as well, and now apparently it's better, but 0.2 works for me, so it's fine. And we'll have to slice that plate again. There we go, look, from 5 hours 9 down to 4 hours 20 minutes. How's that for a little bit of time saving? And all that's done there is, instead of printing at 0.8 millimeters right down the bottom here where there's no detail, it's going to print in 0.2, so you just get a much faster print. Then it's just click remote print. All my colours are all loaded in already because, like I say, it's a pretty popular one. I'm using my Anycubic Cobra X. and just start print. And that will take us automatically to the workbench. And it's just sit back and relax for 4 hours, 30 minutes or so once it's done its bed leveling. And there you go, it's literally just go from there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Join me again if you want to see how I do the light panels that you saw at the beginning of the video with the Dragon Ball Z stuff. And other than that, I'll probably see you over on the Hueforge Discord server or 3D Prints by Vic's Discord server. I'm on there most days. If you do want any of the designs you see me do, or you know, see me create over on the Discord, just ask. I'm quite happy to share them completely for free. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope I haven't wasted your time, and I will catch you in the next video.